Hey team, so I wanted to make this training video for you today just to go over a few things of what I believe will get you off to a very, very strong start. And then it's something that we can duplicate down, because if you have a strong start and you bring people into the business, then you want to be able to teach them how to have a strong start. And part of the reason why I thought about having this little training for you guys is because our team has seen extreme growth over the last few months. And we're growing so fast. And from the outside, it looks like we're thriving. But I know that with a team of over 400 people now and going 7 levels deep, there's bound to be people that feel completely lost. Like they don't know what they're doing and they need some guidance. So I I have to look at myself and see what it is that I'm doing as a leader to help set everybody up for success. And now that I'm Senior Ruby and I've been doing this for 2 years, I realize that I think differently about this than when I first started. So I really have to go back to the basics and see what was it that got me started off strong. So, and I have notes, so I'm going to be looking down every now and then to make sure that I'm staying on track. Uh, but really, what it all comes down to is, like I said, getting off to a strong start. And what exactly does that mean? But then it also comes down to duplication. So I just want to touch on these things and give you some practical steps to use, not only for yourself, but then also once you sign an ambassador and bring them into this business, what should you be doing to help duplicate down so that it just stays strong and consistent across the board. So I want to look at, what I have learned in the past, what I have done, what other leaders have done, and then what is it that I can be doing better? Because like I said, I want to be sure that I'm teaching everyone, specifically my level ones, because it's going to duplicate down to them first, and then they're going to duplicate down and down and down. But yeah, I just want to make sure that I am teaching you guys the best practices that Plexus and our leaders have set in place for us. So, and then I just also want to note that, everybody learns differently. Everyone has their own personality, and also everyone has their own timeline and goals with Plexus. So but there's definitely some things that we all can be doing to duplicate down to our level ones, which again are people that were signing up as ambassadors directly underneath us. Uh, and we need to be duplicating this down regardless of if they're coming in to work the business or if they say, I just want the wholesale pricing. Because there's so many things that even wholesale ambassadors need to know. Okay, so I really want to kind of hit that hard with you guys to make sure that you're doing these things with everybody that joins you. So when we sign up as an ambassador, we're all becoming business owners, and it's really up to us to do what we want with that. So I am my own CEO, and I can choose to do what I want with my business, and that's what is so wonderful about Plexus. But the thing is we do also owe it to those people that we're bringing along with us. We owe it to them to tell them what this opportunity really is and what's available to us. And then that way they can decide what they want to do with it. And like I said, even if they don't want to work the business, we still want to duplicate some of these basics with them. So I just want to also let you know that, there are so many ambassadors that are driving their Lexuses. They're going to Hawaii, making a 6-figure income, getting completely spoiled by Plexus. And they started out saying, I don't want to work the business. So that's why I just want to encourage you, like, lay the foundation with everybody, let them know what's available to them, and then let them decide what they want to do with that. And don't prejudge. Like I said, don't make that decision for them, but present the opportunity, and I promise that they will thank you later that you shared the opportunity with them and you I'm getting ahead of myself. Anyways, yeah, they're going to thank you later that you have shared that with them and set them up for success, regardless of what their initial intentions are. So it's just really important that we stick to the basics with everybody. Okay, see, this is why I need my notes. Okay. So, okay, so what I said that we owe them something, right? Like we owe it to them to share this with them, regardless, right? So first off, we owe them a welcome. We want to welcome them to our team pages and just let them know that it's a safe place with positive, like-minded people who are all in this for the same goal. We all want to see our health improve. Okay, they need to know that you are not the only person that loves Plexus, and that you're the only person that has seen great results. They may not know that we have hundreds of stories just in our team of these great success results with Plexus. The other thing is they might have a health condition that you don't have, and by being able to look to the team page and maybe ask a question, they could find somebody that's going through the same thing that they are or has had experience with that. So that support system is really, really important. They also, the team page should also be a very comfortable place to be on. I know that I post a lot about the business and I give you lots of tools and training, but if you search on there, you're going to find a lot of information about the products, you know, troubleshooting questions, just all kinds of things that can really help support somebody on this journey. So we want to make sure that we're utilizing that team page. So welcoming your ambassadors is something that's really important to do, and that is something that will be duplicated down. If you welcome your ambassador, they are going to be welcoming their new ambassadors. Okay, so let's just be real for a second. And we know that there is a lot to learn about Plexus, a lot to learn. And then just about the products. And then you also have like just learning about the business and network marketing. So, yeah, like I said, not only are we trying to learn about the products and how they work and when's the best time to take them and why should I be taking this product over this product? You know, it's like, oh my goodness, there's so much information. And then put the business on top of that and you're just like, oh my goodness, this is just so overwhelming. And it kind of is when you're first learning, but you can still be earning a paycheck while you're learning. Guys, I've been doing this for 2 years and I am still learning things. So keep that in mind. Okay, we talked about welcoming. Now the next thing that we can do that can be duplicated is that direct your new ambassadors to the pinned post on the team page. Now, when you're on your phone, you're not going to see that. There's a little button that says pinned post. You have to click on there to see it. And if you're on your computer, it's the very top post that will always be up there. And it has a link to a training video. It's called, it's an updated new ambassador training. It's actually given by Vicki Brown. She is a Emerald ambassador directly under Melissa. At the time she was Ruby, but this is the same exact training that Melissa used to do on well, I guess she probably did it on she did it on a bi-monthly basis. She did it live. And I would go there. And my first training that I sat through, I was like, I didn't learn anything. Like it seemed like the training was so vague and so not detailed, because I like details, that I was like, I didn't really learn how to do anything. But looking back, I'm like, I learned so much from that training because it was laying the foundation to where I could take my notes and look at it and go, okay, she says I'm supposed to be doing this. Okay, this is important. So now where do I go to find more information about this? That makes sense. So this new ambassador training is great. Everybody should listen to this training, okay? Even your wholesale ambassadors, tag them in that pinned post so that they can go take their time, because I know we have a team spread all over the United States. We're in 4 different countries. It's really hard to coordinate a time to do this live training, which I would love to do it more often, but we have this resource and it's a really great video that she's put together. It's the same exact training that I have. And to be able to watch that on our own time is very, I'm very thankful for that. But yeah, so it lays the groundwork. And oh, like I was saying, even your wholesale ambassadors can benefit from some of the video. It may start getting into the business part of it and they'll be like, I'm checked out, I don't need to watch this anymore. And that's fine. But at the beginning of the video, there is some really important information that everybody should be learning about. So that is a great thing that you can be doing, is tagging your people in that pinned post. Um, and then, yeah, like I said, it lays the groundwork for your business. And then it kind of, then you know where to go next. So the next thing that I want to talk about in this kind of this duplication process is, after you have, you know, you've signed your new ambassador, you've welcomed them to the team, you've tagged them in this pinned post, the next thing that you can do is, when they get their success kit, you can jump on the phone with them. And you can do this beforehand as well. But it's really important for you to just to meet with them. And what's really great is we've got this quick start guide, and it has 10 steps to a strong start. And it's just some really great bullet points to go over with your new ambassador. And again, you're going to probably be thinking, they don't want to work the business. Why should I do this with them? But here's the deal. When we're bringing somebody into this business, whether it's a customer or an ambassador, really our primary goal is their health. We want to help them succeed by the use of these products. That's why we're doing this. That's why we've all joined. We're excited. We've seen our friends' results. We want that too. So in this quick start guide, you know, the very first thing is, be a product of the product. This is an opportunity for you to talk about the products with your new ambassador. Set their expectations, explain some of the products. You know, if they're ordering triplex, go over their directions of what they need to do, and so on and so forth. That's one of the things that you can do. You know, get to know your success kit. You can just talk about all of the resources. There are so many resources in there for anybody, not just those that are working the business. So take advantage of that. And then this is another opportunity for you to find out exactly why your ambassador has decided to join you. You know, building that relationship is so, so important. And knowing why they're doing this is going to help you help them. Okay. And then you can talk about goals. And even if they're not business goals, you can talk about health goals. And, you know, man, I'd really like to start working out again, or I really want to be better at drinking my water. You know, this is my weight loss goal. Go over that with your new ambassador. The other thing that I want to talk about is this is a great opportunity. This is a whole nother topic, but to do three-way calls. If you're new in this business and you're signing an ambassador and you're like, I really don't know what I'm supposed to do, get on the phone with your sponsor. We will go over this soon, because I know that those of you who are already using three-way calls, you have seen incredible, incredible success with that. So three-way calls are not 100% necessary, but it's just another style of a system that you can use to go through this duplication and getting started process. So let me look at my notes. Again, if they are just wanting wholesale prices, you know, you can skip over some of these steps. You know, you may not want or need to go over the Frank's method, or, you know, setting up face-to-face gatherings with potential. There's just things that you may not need to do at this point, but there's still so many great things that you can go over them with them, and don't leave them hanging. Don't leave them to do this journey on their own. So, oh, like I said, this is where I got ahead of myself, but I promise you that they will thank you later that you took the time to really go over all of this with them, because you know, you really do care about their health and you want to see them succeed, and you want them to know the opportunity that is right in front of them. You don't want them saying, oh, you know, I don't want to work the business. And then a year later, they're going, okay, I'm ready to do this. And a year has gone by and they're really really starting from square one. So it's just, trust me on it. Okay. So, duplication is a lot like playing telephone. You know, you want to be able to relay the message to the next person and then give it to them so simple and clear that they can then tell it to somebody else and they can tell it to somebody else, and it just stays simple and clear, and nothing gets left out, nothing gets changed to where somebody's going, wait, what am I supposed to do? What did you just say? Because I'm not really understanding. You know, it's like the game of telephone. We don't want the wrong message being sent, and we don't want somebody to hear something that doesn't make a lot of sense. So, and there's always going to be questions. There's always going to be trainings, and there's always going to be things to learn. But if we just stick with the basics and duplicate those basics, all of the other pieces are going to fall into place. Yeah, so you and then once you do that, once you are able to duplicate that down and get that system and those steps put in place, it makes for a really strong team, and you start to reap the benefits of residual income, because that's really cool. So let me see my notes. Okay. Oh, another thing that I wanted to touch on. Don't expect everything to just be given to you. Okay. We are all busy. We're all busy, and things fall through the cracks sometimes. And sometimes it's easy just to go to your upline and ask a question and say, hey, where do I find this? And what do I do here? And your upline might not know an answer like that, but we always know where to find the answer. But the other thing that's so cool is by you going and looking for that and using the team page as a resource, using the files as a resource, using your back office as a resource, using YouTube as a resource. We have all of these other resources. And when you go out and you research it on your own and you figure it out, you will learn so much more that way. And it's just so rewarding to be like, oh my goodness, look at what I did for myself. I didn't have to, rely on anybody else. So, like I said, there is a lot to learn with Plexus, but if you just work on learning a little bit at a time and follow these steps to a strong start, you're going to get there. And, like I said, I want to kind of go back, go back to starting with the new ambassador training, meeting with your sponsor to go over the 10 steps to a quick start guide, learning how to utilize the team pages, and then being able to duplicate that when you finally have someone join you. So, I mean, like I said, when people fall through the cracks, if you're my level 1 and you are feeling lost, please come talk to me, okay? Because, the way that I train now, the way that I think now is so, so different than when you first joined me, a year ago, 2 years ago. So many things have changed, and so many things I have learned. So reach out to me, ask. I would love it for instance, if you're brand new and you're watching this video and you're going, okay, you've told me all these things to do, but I don't even have anybody joining me yet. So what am I supposed to do to have somebody join me? Start back with that new ambassador training, okay? Start with the basics. Get your foundation, take your notes. So you go, okay, she said I should be using these emails. Well, where are these emails? Where can I find these? Those are on the team page, or she says, make a Frank's list. What is that? Here's the basics. And now we're going to get you to the next step. Okay. And then going over the 10, I'm repeating myself, but going over those 10 steps to a quick start, go through that, look at the success guide. We have all of these tools and we have a beautiful system set in place. It's just a matter of actually getting there and then knowing what to do once you sign a new ambassador. So you just repeat the steps with that new ambassador, and you set the foundation. You start with the basics. I'm repeating myself over and over again because I want it to be clear. Okay, like I said, starting with the basics and everything will fall into place. It is up to you, though, to continue to learn, right? So I have written down here, commit to the process, be dedicated to being a lifelong learner, and then you'll be able to grow a strong team who duplicates well. So, again, what do I say? Just trust the system. I think that's the best thing I can say. Trust the system. Don't get overwhelmed, and know going into this that there is a lot to learn, but you can be earning while you learn. Don't be afraid. I know that it's scary sometimes to add your wholesale ambassadors, the ones that say, I do not want to work the business. I know it's scary sometimes to put them on the team page and show them some of the business stuff, but they still need to know some information. There's some very important information they need to know, and they need that support. They need the Plexus community coming around them. I promise you that that can be the best thing for them. I'm here to help and support you guys all along the way. You know, I don't ever want to stop until we are all vacationing in Hawaii together, going to leaders retreat together. I know so many of you guys are going to convention. Just, you know, I love this Plexus community. I love this team, and I want to help you guys succeed and reach your goals, whatever your goals are. I'm here to support you 100%. I just want to make sure that you don't miss out on the opportunity that is available to us, because it is incredible. It is absolutely incredible. So, you know, when we work together, thousands of lives are being changed, okay? And that's what drives my passion. And I just love this team so much. There is a wonderful system set in place for us, and we just have to follow it. We don't need to reinvent the wheel. There's going to be little variations here and there. You're going to find a style that works for you versus somebody else. And again, like I said at the beginning, everybody's pace is different, everybody's timeline and goals are different. But I promise you, if you embrace this team, embrace the community, pull on each other for support, and just stay committed to the process, one, your health is going to continue to improve. So stick with it for that to start. Stick with it there. Be consistent in that, and don't wait to share, because Plexus is so life-changing for so many people. And as scary sometimes as this business might seem, or as hard as it might seem sometimes, it's worth it to stick with it. And it's just to be part of this team is a huge blessing. The fact that I'm sitting here talking to you guys and rambling on and making this video so much longer than it needs to be is because I love you guys. And I guess I just need to wrap it up now. So, oh, real quick. The whole point of this is getting started, and getting started strong, and then being able to duplicate a strong start for the people that join you. So I know that we've had a lot of brand new ambassadors this month. They can be watching this video or not, but my hope is that they don't need to watch this video, right? That you're going to take what you have learned and you're going to go welcome people. You're going to go watch the new ambassador training. You are going to go through the 10-step guide. And if you've signed a new ambassador this month, you're going to do those things. You're not going to have to send them to this video to teach them how to do that, because you're just going to do it, okay? And then you're going to teach them how to do it. Okay, so I hope this was beneficial for you guys, and I can't say it anymore, but I just love you guys so much. All right, have a wonderful day, and go Plexus.